Mr. Key's Walnut Room contains a large variety of great new endgame rewards, and today we're going to take a look at what each of them are and my opinion on how useful they are. You unlock this room after collecting 100 Golden Walnuts on Ginger Island, and you'll purchase all of these rewards with key gems. If you need help finding 100 walnuts, I've already made a video detailing over 100 of their locations, and you obtain key gems by completing Key's challenges, which I'll also be making a whole guide on very soon. If this video is helpful, please consider leaving a like, as it helps it do a lot better on YouTube, as well as it took a long time to make, so you're supporting me directly. If you've liked a few of my videos, consider subscribing, or I stream live at twitch.tv/unsurpassablez. Let's get right into it. Junimo Chests work the same way as Ender Chests from Minecraft. All Junimo Chests are connected, so no matter which chest you use, you'll have access to the same storage. Contrary to a regular chest, the Junimo Chest only has 9 spaces in it, so you'll want to prioritize what you keep in there. I think this is one of the best items, as they are incredibly useful and only cost 30 key gems to buy 2 of them. Unfortunately, you can't destroy a Junimo chest if it has items in it, even if there is another chest somewhere else. I thought that by keeping 1 on your farm and 1 in your inventory, you'd effectively get an additional 8 inventory spaces. But due to this limitation, that isn't exactly the case. One workaround is to put 1 of your Junimo chests on your farm and then place whatever you want inside, and then carry the second Junimo chest around with you and place it when you're ready to access your items. However, with this strategy, you'd need to take everything out of your chest to get it back. Even with this drawback, I think this is one of the best rewards Key has to offer. The Horse Flute is used to summon your horse anytime you're outside. It costs 50 key gems and obviously only works if you own a horse. This is a very convenient way to get around, and I can't tell you how many times I wished I had my horse but was stranded somewhere and I had to walk back. Another cool use that I found for this reward is being able to have your horse on Ginger Island, which you're normally not able to do. Overall, I think it's a good buy, but 50 key gems could be a little expensive. Pierre's missing Stocklist can be purchased for 50 key gems, and it allows Pierre to sell seeds from any season year-round. I think this is a great late-game addition, especially since you never know when you'll need a particular crop when new content comes out. Even just with the release of 1.5, I needed melon seeds, wheat seeds, and garlic seeds to complete Gorman's Golden Walnut challenge, and there was no way to get them except to wait until the appropriate season. It's also great if you want to get planting right away on the first day of a new season, since you'd be able to swing by the day before and buy all the seeds that you'd need. Overall, I think this is a great buy if you can spare the 50 gems. A hopper places the items you put inside it directly into whatever machine you have in front of it, provided the item can be placed in the machine and there isn't already something inside of it. It costs 10 key gems to buy one, or you can buy the recipe to craft them yourself for 50 key gems, which I think is a much better value. Crafting them yourself requires 10 hardwood, 1 iridium bar, and 1 radioactive bar, obtained from the harder versions of the caves and the skull cavern. It works with any machine you can think of, from furnaces to mayonnaise machines to oil makers. Once an item is processed, it will still have to be removed manually, so unfortunately it doesn't look like there's any potential for fully automating your farm's processes. Although this is a nice time saver, it will take up more space on your farm, and the closer you get to the end game, the more you'll struggle to have enough space to fit all your kegs, casks, and the like. So it's up to you whether you want to prioritize efficiency or convenience. A pressure nozzle is a sprinkler attachment that upgrades a sprinkler's area of effect by 1 tile. You can only purchase 4 at a time for a total cost of 20 key gems. If you use this on a basic sprinkler, its range will increase from its 4 adjacent tiles to the 3x3 square surrounding it. If used on the quality sprinkler, its range is increased from 3x3 to 5x5, effectively turning it into an iridium sprinkler. And finally, it will increase an iridium sprinkler's range from 5x5 to 7x7, affecting a total of 48 tiles. If you're wondering if this is really worth it, let's take a look at some numbers. A regular iridium sprinkler covers 24 of its surrounding 25 tiles, making it 96% effective. With the pressure nozzle attachment, this number rises to 48 of 49 tiles, or just shy of 98%. With not even a 2% increase, it's not a super helpful upgrade. However, they could be very helpful in finding a solution to a farm layout that just doesn't quite fit, like if you have an area that's awkward to cover with regular sprinklers. Also, you now only need 4 iridium sprinklers with pressure nozzles to cover the entire greenhouse, whereas before you needed 6 regular iridium ones. The Enricher is another sprinkler attachment that can be purchased 4 at a time for a total of 20 key gems. Once you load the Enricher with fertilizer, the sprinkler will automatically apply that fertilizer when you plant seeds nearby. A sprinkler can't have a pressure nozzle and an enricher on it at the same time, so you will have to pick which one's more important to you. This is more of a quality of life kind of upgrade, since applying fertilizer doesn't really take all that long, but hey, it's still a nice little upgrade to have. The Deconstructor can be purchased for 20 key gems and is used to salvage the most expensive material from a craftable item. For example, if you placed a furnace into it, you receive back 20 copper ore, the more expensive of the 2 ingredients. If you place a hopper, you get back a radioactive bar, etc. If you place an item into the Deconstructor that only requires 1 type of material to craft, you'll get back 100% of that material. So if you place a chest in, you'll get all 50 wood, and if you place a staircase, you'll get all 99 stone. For only 20 key gems, I think this is a great addition to the farm, since there's really no other way to do this, and you only need to get 1. The key to the town grants access to any building or room in Stardew Valley regardless of the time of day or friendship level you have with the villager. It costs 20 key gems, and I believe its most useful feature is getting into stores early, since many shopkeepers can be found at their desk before they officially open. And for someone like Marnie, who shows up to work 20% of the time that she advertises, this could be especially helpful. Galaxy Souls can be bought for 40 key gems apiece, and when you use 3 of them at the forge with a Galaxy weapon, you'll be rewarded with the weapon's upgraded variant, the Infinity Weapons. Okay, this is important. Galaxy Souls are a great reward, but you should not spend key gems on it. One of the ways you get key gems is by fighting monsters in the harder version of the Skull Cavern. While completing this challenge, you'll have the chance to receive a Galaxy Soul as a drop from these monsters, saving you 40 key gems. On top of that, on the last day of the month, the Island Trader will straight up sell you a Galaxy Soul for 10 radioactive bars, which again are obtained during the harder version of the regular caves or the Skull Cavern. I would say this should be one of the last purchases you make from Key's store, since you'll likely get at least a few of them while obtaining gems. If you want to see just how much better the Infinity Weapons are than their Galaxy counterparts, I'll be doing a whole video on that later this week. Mushroom trees have existed since the first version of Stardew Valley, but only ever as a randomly spawning event in the fall. For 5 key gems, you can now purchase a sapling of a mushroom tree, which when fully grown can be tapped in order to harvest red, purple, or common mushrooms. Since fully grown mushroom trees are reduced to stumps every winter, and by this point in the game mushrooms can't be worth much monetarily to you, I don't see how useful this would be to have on your farm. It could provide a unique aesthetic, but remember that you'll have to plant new trees every year as they die in the winter. You can buy 10 of Key's seasoning for 10 key gems. When you're holding the seasoning either in your inventory, refrigerator, or mini fridge, any dishes you cook will be gold quality. This will result in a huge boost in the amount of energy and health a dish regenerates, and can even give an additional stat bonus when compared to the original dish. I think after you've unlocked some of Key's other rewards, this is a great item to grab, as you could get some seriously high boosts from it and there is no other way to achieve such high quality. For 20 key gems, you can unlock the Heavy Tapper recipe. Heavy Tappers are made using 30 hardwood and 1 radioactive bar. They work at twice the rate as a regular tapper, and work on maple, oak, pine, mahogany, and mushroom trees. Just like the regular tapper, you can hit it with an axe and get it back to use it on another tree. Although not absolutely necessary, I think that the Heavy Tapper is a nice addition to your farm, as it quite literally doubles your production of tree products, saving time and/or space. Magic Bait allows you to catch fish from any season, time, or weather for the type of water you cast into. You can purchase 20 Magic Bait for 5 key gems, or you can purchase the recipe for 20 gems. The recipe requires 3 bug meat and 1 radioactive ore, which results in 5 Magic Bait. The bait even works on legendary fish, which can normally only be caught during a certain season. Although I didn't catch it here, you can see that I'm in the middle of fall and I've managed to hook the legend, which can normally only be caught in the spring. I think that it's probably a better value to just buy the recipe, but if you only need a few of them, then maybe buying them individually is better for you. There are 2 new types of fertilizer recipes obtainable from Key's shop, Hyper Speed-Gro and Deluxe Fertilizer. Hyper Speed-Gro increases a crop's growth rate by at least 33%, which is a pretty significant amount of time to save. For example, using this fertilizer would allow you to harvest 3 rounds of starfruit in the summer instead of the normal 2. The recipe is purchased for 30 key gems, and you can make 5 of them by using 1 radioactive ore, 3 bone fragments, and 1 solar essence. The Deluxe Fertilizer recipe can be purchased for 20 key gems, and is made by using 1 iridium bar and 40 sap. Although it's not known yet exactly how much better this is than quality fertilizer, you can bet that the overall value of your crops will be greatly improved. And finally, I wanted to cover some of the cosmetic options in case you guys were interested in that. Mr. Key's hat costs 5 key gems and is a replica of Mr. Key's iconic hat that is wearable. The Aquatic Sanctuary is a 7-tile wide fish tank that you can obtain for 20 key gems. In it, you can house a huge number of different fish and decorations, and it makes a really cool addition to your house. And finally, as the exotic double bed for 50 key gems, you can get this absolute flex of a furniture piece. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any other opinions on Key's rewards, make sure to leave a comment down below. If you want to support the channel, leaving a like on the video is a great way to do it, or subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.